Welcome to the world of Q&Asa, where the past, present, and future of gaming all converge. I'm not late, Demon Hunter. I am not fashionable either. I'm here, more or less on time, to talk about all of the things that we normally talk about, or some new things that we haven't spoken about before. This is me not knowing what I'm doing or why I'm here. We're going to talk about some games. We're going to talk about some other topics. And it is Q&Asa, so it is all one big conversation. Replicant, thank you for renewing the badger thing. I know you told me when you lost your wallet a while back, and then you lost it a second time, or you lost your second wallet. So I guess you're on third wallet now, and you've renewed the subscription. So thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. And yeah, I'm here. Q&Asa. It is another Doom background. I've recycled everything today, I'm afraid. Nothing is new, nothing is fresh. I didn't put any effort or work into putting this together. Like old t-shirt, old background, old OST, old me, but it's better than not being here at all, right? So don't be too mad. The show is a big conversation. You talk to me and you talk to each other, and we go back and forth, and it goes off the rails and goes anywhere, and it's deliberate. It's supposed to be like that. You might be watching thinking, what the fuck, this is just stupid nonsense, it's going nowhere. And you're right, but it's deliberate stupid nonsense that's going nowhere. Some people seem to like that, you know, so we do it. But what else is there? Yeah, conversation, chats. You can do it on Twitch as well, but nobody's ever on Twitch, so if you're ever there, I'm sorry, it seems lonely. It's not, everyone's on YouTube, but get involved wherever you want to, that is fine. There is the option to stick things in the questions box on YouTube. In particular, there's a Q&A box. You know what to do. Click it, stick questions in it. At the end of the show, we go through them all one by one. I don't promise any answers because I never can be too sure what you're going to put in that thing. So I don't want to commit. I want to overcommit and say I'm going to answer everything that goes in there. Some of them might just be too difficult for me. You know, you might ask some maths questions or something, and then I'm just going to surrender. But we'll go through them. We'll read everything. We'll address everything that goes in there. There's also super chats. Fund the dream. Throw money at the stream, or whatever the Twitch alternative is. The bits that works, but you don't have to. They will flash up and catch attention, but you don't have to. And there is Discord. So I'm not actually set up on Discord. Don't use it. You can though. If you want to actually come on and talk with your voice, with your face, with one or the other, with both, you can do. Discord is an option. So you know our Discord. You can get in there. You can get on there with a microphone and say your piece. But that's enough of how the show works. Have I covered it? I covered it. Evening FTW. Replicant, your second wallet wasn't in the bin. You found it wasn't in the bin. You found that out after cancelling the cards. So did you find the second wallet somewhere else after cancelling all the cards? Like it turned up, but you've already done the damage and got a third wallet. I recommend like a wrist strap for this one. Something to keep it on you, because clearly you can't be trusted to keep hold of your own stuff right now. Something's going wrong. Demon Hunter. Just saying your name. Yes, I am. It's another Doom background. So, what should we talk about? What games have you been playing? That's how we start. That's how we always start. I've been playing the usual suspects because it takes me freaking ages to get through anything at all. But you've been playing games that I haven't. So tell me about them, and I'll tell you about Sandland. I've been playing Sandland. I've been intending to review Sandland, and now I'm not sure if I'm going to review Sandland because Sandland is quite long and I'm not sure I'm going to get to the end of it on time to do a video anyway. I think I need to have a bit of a refocus and think about what is worth doing a video on and what is worth the amount of time that it takes to get there. Sandland I've played for only maybe 12 hours or so, but 12 hours or so is quite a lot of time to put into a video. Sandland is fun. So Chronic, you've played it. That's interesting. It's okay. It has a major issue with repetition of voice lines. It has a major issue with repetition of voice lines. It has a major issue with repetition of voice lines. That's kind of what it's like to play. Over and over and over again, they say the same thing. And not just, you've got triggered actions like when you open a treasure chest. That might be useful later or whatever, over and over, but also like it's context sensitive speak, depending on what area of the map that you're on, gets repeatedly triggered over and over again, to the point that they finish speaking, they take a breath, and they say the same thing again, and it drives me slightly insane. So, have I played any of the Max Payne games? That's a good question. It's a terrible question. I hate questions that show me up as having not played things. I mean, I've not played any of them. I want to. I've heard only good things, particularly about the third one, and I know that's slightly controversial with the third one not being what's them faces, Remedy, Rockstar's game being the one that has all the attention. And I know it's the third one that you've been playing lately, and I know that you've been modding it and making it more pretty and modern. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? Just play 3. Well, that's why I was asking, I mean, if it holds up and if it's worth playing. I know Remedy are remastering the first one, right? So that might be worth revisiting after that point. But the third one is the one that everyone seems to love, with the good shattering glass and bullet time. So, fine. Alright, I'll play it. I don't know when, though. Don't know when. My Retronomicon series of playing old games has not taken off whatsoever. There are many old games on my list, and Max Payne 3 qualifies as one of those. So, you only added 4K textures. Yeah. That's still something to spruce it up for the modern day. Yeah, I can do... I'll add it to the list. I'll get to it at some point. They're remaking 1 and 2 into one game. That makes sense. That makes sense. Have you played those as well? Are the first two... I know you're saying they're just play 3, but are 1 and 2 actually good? Are you saying I shouldn't play it because the remakes are coming? Or are they kind of not as fun as the third one? Replicant, you finished the Robocop expansion, the Rogue City thing. They put it out, I think it was intended to be a DLC and they turned it into a kind of standalone DLC, right? Does it take place in the same place as... What was it called? It's weird because in my head, the Robocop game that came out like a year or whatever back was called Robocop Rogue City, and then the DLC was called Robocop Rogue City. And I've obviously got something wrong. I can't remember what the first game was called that they expanded upon. You got a soft spot for Max Payne 2. Oh. I have no soft spots. That's a lie, but okay. They're on the list, I'll get to them. You replayed 1 last year, you replayed 3 a few years ago. The DLC is Rogue City Unfinished Business. Okay, so they are both called Rogue City, but one of them is called Unfinished Business. I'm not crazy. Ah, good. That's a relief because... yeah, there might be God of War music actually. I can't hear it because I've not put my headphones on. And now that you said that, it seems to have gone silent. Yeah, there is. You're right. Good job, I mean. Again, recycled. I've used it before. Just selected it from a list and went, bosh, that'll do. That'll do. This background will do. This t-shirt will do. This wine will do. Actually, it's a different wine to usual. I'm not sure I like it, but it'll do. It will do. It's not my usual jammy sweet thing. It's like a proper grown-up's wine. So I can't handle that because I'm not a proper grown-up. Yet. Anyway. Yeah, Sandland. So, it's quite big and it's quite sandy. Most of the game is the same colour. It's the Akira Toriyama Dragon Ball artists thing that have I got any coffee with that wine? No, Luke. Possibly his last original characters because he died before it came out, right? I say last original characters with hesitation because probably there are a bunch more that will come up in the coming years that were drawn beforehand and not come to fruition as manga and anime yet. But you know how these things go. There will probably be more stuff appears, but it was the last game that he was kind of directly involved in, and it's very much his work, very much his suite of characters, very familiar from the get-go. It's very, for better or worse, very much his characters. Gameplay-wise, it's all adequate, nothing special, all adequate. Everything feels kind of meh. Like it's responsive enough. You can fight in vehicles and you can fight on foot, and all of it is functional. The vehicles are kind of fun to drive. The moveset is overly basic when you're on foot, but it's all right. And they just repeat the same voice lines over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm playing it, and I wouldn't go so far as recommending it. I wouldn't go so far as recommending it at the moment. Is Luke okay? You've not seen him about much. He was on the podcast on Saturday, and he's on the podcast all the time from now on. And breaking news, Deadly Headley's going to be joining us as well. More than once. So that will make that easier to... August's podcast didn't run very well. It was supposed to be the month where all of the content started flowing again. And in some ways it did. The What the Fuck videos flowed nicely. Q&Asa has been pretty regular, but the podcast has been a little bit of a struggle. We've only managed to put on 2 of those, but they should get regular again now. With Luke and with Deadly Headley, which means if they're on holiday or sick or they don't feel like it, or they're at a wedding or they're at each other's wedding, it doesn't really matter either way. It'll be a little bit easier to keep things going. Although if they're marrying each other, I'd expect I'd be invited as well. So probably not in that particular circumstance, but besides that, it should run more reliably for at least a little while, at least a couple of weeks. You know how things go. You're a bit ill at the moment with a cold flu thing. Aww. That's a shame. It is a shame. I say it like I don't mean it, but I do. I do. I'm only partially an arse. So, now I'm lost. What was it? What were you talking about? If you remember correctly, I had a Doom 3 background. I mean, I had a Doom 3 background like years ago. Or at least a year ago. I had that on the previous run of this show. I haven't had it on since it came back in August. Unfortunately, I had a bunch of cool backgrounds that I could have been recycling. I could have got a good few months out of the backgrounds pretending that they were fresh just by recycling old ones from the first kind of run of this show. But I deleted all of them. At some point I deleted all of them. Which is unfortunate. Johnny's another cool guy. Nice to see him on the show as well as ACG. Yes, indeed. Obviously, I know Johnny through doing ACG's podcast, as they're always on the Friday. And he's always been nice to me, so I thought, yeah, we'll give that a go, invite him over, and it's worked out well. He's a good chap, and he's stuck around a bit as well, right? So, always there and chirpy. So, highly suspicious when he was asked for his top 3 anime, and he kind of picked the 3 that I probably would have chosen if I were asked that question. I was like, you've done some research, you're cheating. What's going on? What do you want? What's your agenda? Highly suspicious. But now he's backed it up by talking about many other things since. It's fine. It's fine. He's over playing League of Legends right now. Almost made me want to play League of Legends, but it's quite a big almost, like quite a big gulf between actually playing it and the feelings that incited in me watching it. Big gap, big gap. Don't worry, I'm not going to play League of Legends. Or am I? No, I'm not. But Sandland, yeah, been playing that. Keep giving me your games. Luke, you've been playing games. Pete, you play different games to everybody else. In Crossworlds demo, the open network test thing that was on. My camera just flickered again. Not fixed that yet. Then need to get a job. Need to get a new camera. Okay, noted. I'll do that. Pixel Slapper, you've got a bit of time lurking mode turned off. That's cool. Thanks. Have you been lurking lately? You've been around recently. Is this a special occasion where you actually get to type a little bit more? That's cool. Obviously, lurking is welcome. Even if you say nothing and I don't have a clue that you're there, it's still good for me. So thank you for that. You're hoping that Johnny's okay with British humour. He's been active in the Discord. Yeah, I mean, he's still there, so he must be okay with it. It's more, is he okay with all of our Discord dramas, right? Don't need none of that. Don't need no Discord dramas. And we don't have any. It's a blissful place. Honest, Governor. Honest. Mobile with Camo Studio will get you out of trouble. What does that mean? Did I read yours? You haven't said anything yet, Isla. That's the first message from you. What do you mean? I've read that, though. Let me scroll up and see what's going on. It's going to be difficult, because for me, your name is coming up the same colour as Luke's. No, that's the first message that's come through. In fact, it even says on it, first words. So, been a while since Discord drama. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, what am I sipping? This is some kind of red wine from California. Not as sweet as my usual. Don't know what it is. Oh, Chronic. I'm with you. I understand. Yeah, the camo software is what you told me about for getting the phone camera going. Yeah, but I always want things. Really, I need to spend a little time troubleshooting my camera, because it's currently hooked up to 2 different PCs at the same time. So really, it would be quite simple for me to stick it on and monitor it, but I can't bear to look at 2 versions of my face. So I need to put something else in front of the camera, put it on, monitor it on 2 screens, see if they both flash or what the deal is. In the meantime though, for the duration of this show and probably the next 6 months worth of content, please put up with the occasional flicker, because I don't know, I don't like spending time fixing things. I've got too much to do that's more interesting than that. What else? Sonic, racing, Crossworlds, that game. Who's played it at the weekend? I know Amin has, I know Craig has, because they played it with me on Friday when we did community games. And they both loved it. They both said this is so much better than Crash Team Racing. I don't know why Crash Team Racing was the barometer there. Why that was the pass or fail kind of benchmark. Because Crash Team Racing is not, you know, peak kart racer. But that was the one that it had them mentioning while we were racing around the track. And it was okay. It was okay. Windows USB auto shutdown. So I've got it. It shouldn't be, but I'm going to check that while we're live. So keep talking, all of you, because I'm thinking. It turns out I can't check Windows power settings whilst hosting this properly. Sonic Racing isn't your jam. Is that because kart racing isn't your jam, or do you have a specific problem with the Sonic ones? Because I really liked All-Star Racing Transformed. That had all the big nostalgia hits from the old Sega games. It had like Burning Rangers and Panzer Dragoon and all this kind of weird shit, as well as the stuff they're more known for a bit older, like Golden Axe and Afterburner and all those kind of things. And it was really nice to race around all of that content. The newer ones, the team racing one that they did last time around was kind of a bit shit. And this one I think is better than team racing, but still kind of a bit shit. But it does work in VR if you can be asked to faff around with the Unreal Engine mods and stuff like that. I managed to, after 5 hours of tweaking, get the Sonic game working in VR with my steering wheel for all of about 30 seconds. But that 30 seconds, oh shit, it was so good. You finished Chronos before the Ashes, the Remnant prequel, that was originally a VR game. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was tied to Remnant, actually. I know Chronos before the Ashes. I think the VR iteration of it wasn't called Before the Ashes, right? Or the first version of it. I remember it coming out. It's an Oculus game that you have to play with a controller. So, like early days of VR was the first Chronos, and I know they moved it towards the pancake stuff, but I've never played it in any mode. They should lean on the old Sega tracks. Yes, they should, Replicant, and because the whole point of Crossworlds is that it's supposed to be pulling in or letting you visit other universes from Sega and elsewhere. They should really lean into a lot of nostalgia for their old Sega stuff, and also all of the pop culture avenues that they've opened with their films and things, so that they should really be like hitting hard in both audiences, modern and old. And they are trying, like the content they've announced with Pac-Man and Minecraft and all of this kind of stuff, and the Nickelodeon SpongeBob stuff, like they are trying to hit a broader audience, but I feel like they've left a lot of the good nostalgia on the table, because I don't care about Pac-Man. And the game just it just feels like all of the other kart races. It feels exactly like all of the other kart races. Whereas Mario Kart World, love it or hate it, doesn't feel like all of the other kart races. And that's obviously its primary kind of rival. Which I guess it's not entirely fair to say that, because a lot of people don't have a Switch 2. So actually there is a massive exploitable little avenue where Sonic doesn't have Mario Kart as a rival. So really it's going up against, I don't know, Garfield Kart or whatever. It's probably the best kart racer available for an Xbox or PlayStation player or a PC player, right? So I guess I neglected to think of that when I was considering what it feels like relative to Mario Kart. Mario Kart is exclusive. I forgot. It's a weird concept. Wix, how's it going? Thursday for Silksong. Pete, are you a Silksong guy? Are you a Hollow Knight guy? I've not really come across any Hollow Knight people. I know that there's loads of them. There's supposed to be loads of them, but I don't find them because I talk about it in Discord. And apart from Isla liking her Hollow Knight bug blanket, I've not really come across anyone that likes the game. But Pete, you're going to be giving it a go for sure. Yeah, but did you give the first one a go? Do you like Hollow Knight? You've been playing Touring Car on your Saturn. Touring Car's not even one of the big Saturn racing ones. It's Sega Rally and Daytona that you're supposed to go back to on the Saturn. I had the Touring Car one. I know the game you mean. But the main car I had in that was like white and yellow, so it was ugly. I don't know why that's relevant, but it is. Special love for your Saturn. Yeah, I don't know why. It probably doesn't warrant it, but yeah, I love my Saturn as well. So, still haven't played Dragon Force. Should play that at some point. Because when I had Karak on the podcast on the Saturday, and he was listing his favourite games, and obviously something had twisted him towards Sega on that day. So in those moments, he was just reading off Sega games. But he mentioned Dragon Force as one of his all-time favourite games. And I remember reading a magazine spread about Dragon Force, like on loop, because I had nothing else to do while I was on holiday in Wales as a teenager. It looked really cool. That's all I could say. It looked really cool. I never actually got around to playing it. Very sad. It's been on my backlog ever since. Two of the earliest games on my backlog are Saturn games, actually, because I've got Dragon Force and Shining the Holy Ark are two games that I didn't play from that region. Very high on my list on both of them. Will I ever get around to them? Don't know. I have to survive a while to do that. I have to survive a while to see all of these things that are on my list. Touring cars were quite big at the time and an enjoyable game. Yeah, there was several arcade games for it as well, and presumably the same. I can't remember if the arcade games were Sega or not. I think they were. But it was never as cool as Daytona and Sega Rally. Is just the reality of it. Those were the best. Could race around the Sega Rally desert course indefinitely for days on end. Kronos Before the Ashes starts in Ward 16 and Remnant starts in Ward 13. So I've not played Remnant really either, so these things don't mean a heap to me. I know a lot of people in the Discord played particularly Remnant 2, an awful lot of it, but they went through the first game around the same kind of time to get a feel for it and decided it wasn't as good as the second one. The second one got a lot of love though, especially with the capacity to set each other on fire, which is key to a good game. Key to a good multiplayer experience is the fire. Sega Rally was the one for time trialing, but specifically the desert track, Tom. Some people did time trials across like its little campaign mode where you had to do the 4 tracks. Some people just purely did the desert track. Nobody did the other 3 tracks. Nobody cared for those. Nobody was posting times for like the forest or whatever it was. But the desert, I don't know what it was about it. It was just so simple, and so it had enough complexity that you could time trial it forever. Get down to, if you were really good, like 45 seconds-ish. If you were just good, then like 53, 52 seconds-ish. But really good, you could get it down towards 45. Oh, that last corner on it was a tricky one to keep the speed up. Loved that. Desert was the most addictive, but you did do them all. Fair. It's one of those things, like the problem that I have with modern games, and it's not a problem as in like any sort of critique, but racing games, shooting games, anything else, there's an expectation now for more content, which is fair, but it means that I will never learn a racing track in the way that I learned that desert track, and I will never learn a first-person shooter in the way that I learned Quake 3 and its maps and things. Like really playing it enough to get the intricacies in that way. And it's partly because I don't have as much time to play. Like nobody has time to spend 1,000 hours running around a desert course or hitting the camping grounds in Quake 3 in the way that they did when they were a teenager. So that's not just me, but it's also Fury. No one would be interested in a 4-track racing game, but on the Saturn, where 3D gaming was a novelty in itself. It was fine. That was plenty of content. Camera flash. Plenty of content. Loved it. Different times. So, I mean, we can play Remnant 2. We could actually. That's a good point. That's a good point. We've got to think about this Thursday still. Did we decide we're going to do any more Gotham Knights, or did we decide that we can't do? My camera and chat both drop out. Oh, my voice goes as well, does it? Interesting. In that case, camera and mic both for... Oh. I mean, that means it's NVIDIA Broadcast that's doing it. That narrows things down. So what I can do is I can say, oh shit, this might go wrong. Hold on to your butts. But that went wrong. That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm up here in the little archway now. Fuck it. I'm staying here for a while. I wonder where that is. Shall I fix it? Wait, I'll fix it. Shall I fix it? I kind of like it. That would do. That will do, and we'll see if that flickers. Move it over a bit more. Whoop. Whoop. My camera is no longer going through broadcast, you know? You had a freeze earlier and rewound it and it froze at the same point again. Yeah, so the camera's definitely been doing stupid flickering. But, wait, you hit a glitch on the mountain. Just drive straight through the wall on that awkward corner. If you hit the right spot, no loss of speed. What, on Sega Rally? No, there's no glitches in Sega Rally. What are you talking about? It's before YouTube could have told me about it as well, so I had no idea. This glitch is news to me. I'm learning new shortcuts in Sega Rally in 2025. Is that the year now? 2025? Yeah, it is. Thank you, PC, for confirming that for me. Good, but I never did the mountain, that's why. Otherwise, if I'd done it as much as I'd done the desert, I might have found that shortcut for myself. It's probably not even true. I doubt I would have done. I'm thinner. Thank you. I shouldn't be. There's no reason for that. So really, this is just the same camera. Let me see if it's doing anything weird. If I've... It's going to move again. Blep. Now I'm up here. Now I'm down here. Don't like that. We don't normally move things around live. I don't like that. It's the same camera. Usually I run it through the NVIDIA software just to denoise it, because I don't have much light in the room sometimes, so it just gets a little bit grainy. It'll do. But we have to keep an eye out and see if it still flickers, or if that solves it, or if my voice still cuts out. That'll be tricky because I've got a lot of background noise. I need the NVIDIA stuff for the noise. I sorted it. I'm thick again. Oh, my head's on fire. Oh, because the background. Phew, that's fine. I can do that. But keep it just right. There we go. I'm going to stay very still. My eyes are closer together. Right. Try a show without NVIDIA in the mix. The problem with that, Chronic, is I have 2 PCs with triple fan graphics cards and all the rest of it. I have a laptop and a weirdly loud router for my broadband as well. So I can't do it without the microphone being cleaned up. It is necessary. I'd like to, because if I could get rid of NVIDIA there, then I could sing to you. But my voice is too angelic, and NVIDIA goes, nope, that's not a person, that's an angel, and it cuts it out if I try and sing. So, which, to be fair, I'm not actually a singer. I don't sing. I wouldn't sing particularly, but I do make a lot of sound effects while I'm doing this and elsewhere in life. I can't help it. I do sound effects to kind of make my life more exciting, and NVIDIA does cut a lot of those out. Did I delete your wet dishcloth post? Your what? Doesn't sound like shop content that would need deleting. Mini mining at home. No, this is just what I have for my streaming and my gaming, and you know, no mining at all. Not a bad idea though, if I've got that hardware sitting there some of the day. That's what you thought. What is this wet dishcloth? And why would I remove it? As an exclusive Souls-like player, you're playing Hurdling and you did White Shadows. I've heard of Hurdling, I've not heard of White Shadows. What's White Shadows? This little look up of White Shadows. Wait there, everybody. White. That's green. White sauce pasta recipe. White shark. Ah, White Shadow. There it is. The White Shadow, Season 1, Episodes 1 to 4. This hasn't worked. This has not worked. There's a Coldplay song. There's a review for it, so it is a real game. Shadows. Nope. Oh, don't make me open IGN with a watermark. Now, here we go. Noisy Pixel. No, that's a review. Don't want to review. Thunderful Games. Got it. White Shadows. Don't worry, everybody. We'll soon know exactly what he's talking about. Some of you probably already do. This is news to me. Tom, your good morning cat was deleted earlier. It's surely more wholesome. Oh, what? In what channel are you losing things? Because there's been plenty that I could have deleted today. Plenty that I should have deleted today. Found it in self-promote. So nothing was deleted. You were just all accidentally using the wrong channel for a while. Oh, White Shadows is like a limbo. I understand. Is it worth playing Painful Discourse? Because it looks like it's like 5 years old or something. Not visually looks like it, but I think I saw the date kicking around somewhere. That it's not current. Tom, you put a good morning cat in general and you think it may have been deleted. Well, there's no ways to find out. There is actually one way to find out. But will I bother? Yes. Yes. Yes, I will. Will I? I'm lying, aren't I? I'm not going to look at the audit log. Because I can't find it right now. Right, here we go. Malfunctioning. Eddie has given replicant his roles back. Hooray! This doesn't mention stuff being deleted, but it might just not audit it. I shouldn't check that right now. I mind, Tom. I would like to see it. You like the themes and atmosphere of the White Shadows one? Fair. I don't imagine that I'll get to it anytime soon because I haven't done Limbo, which is where I should start if I'm going to do that kind of game, right? Oh, all the things I haven't played. What a travesty. What was that black and white game that you just missed? I think you dreamt it, Pete. So there's no point in that because you can rewind it on YouTube and find out. I can't gaslight you in that way. It's called White Shadows. It's the one that Painful Discourse mentioned that he's been playing. Still there in general, Tom. Tom, you've gone crazy. It was in general at 10:44. At 10:44, your cat greeting arrived in general chat. It was a long time ago. Chat has scrolled away since then. I'm still looking. Oh, I'm only on the afternoon. There it is. Good morning. It's a cat. It's got weird naked hand paws. Yeah, it's there, Tom. Phew, what a relief for everybody. And Amin has quoted it as well to be helpful in showing it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody in the Discord, for this nonsense part of the show. What should we talk about next? Helldivers. Who played Helldivers with me on Friday? James did. That was a treat. It was my first time playing games with James after he's been around the Discord for a long time, playing a lot of Final Fantasy. generally being there, but he got his microphone sorted out. He got Helldivers and he jumped onto community games on Friday, along with Craig and along with Amin, and he learnt what it feels like to dodge and navigate a minefield or 3. So Helldivers is still very pretty and very fun. I think some new content came out for that today, actually. So let me get my head on fire again. So there might be some more Helldivers soon. But it is very much like, I think it's fair to say that after about an hour and a half, 2 hours of it, we'd had enough. And that's Helldivers. That's how it works. You play it for a bit and then you go, I've had enough now. And then you put it down for a couple of months and then you have another couple of hours. And it's fun for a while until you run out of like the energy for laughing at people stepping on your landmines, and you put it down for a couple of hours. Dragons are in Helldivers now, but not the caves, right? They haven't done the update that lets you go cave diving, or is that the one that's there now as well? Either way, new content is good, so I'm sure it'll come up again soon and we'll play it again. Dungeons and Dragons, that is what they should have called the content update if those two things were delivered together. But it's it would be a little unfair because I think it's more caves, more an underground system rather than dungeons specifically. Yeah, Wix, you've only just started on Helldivers, haven't you? Because you just started with the Xbox release, right? Because you weren't enjoying it when you first spoke to us. You were getting frustrated with your teammates and the dying. But now you've gone in and you're starting afresh in Power World. Have you started afresh? Have you set up camp on our server? Is that what's happening here? Because you should broadcast that in Discord if you are. People may well jump on it and see what you're up to, including myself. Patrick played a fair amount of Power World on there. Shame there's only 4 spots on Helldivers. Yes, it is a shame there's only 4 spots on Helldivers. We haven't had more people showing up lately, but that could well change. It's my fault. I just need to be sharper and get on it. So you started Power World on our server today. Have you encountered our impressive bases and structures? Are they a complete clusterfuck at this point? They must have so much resource just sitting around on the floor that the game crunches to a halt as you approach, I would think. Is my fox still running around lighting torches? That was its one job. Perimeter Fox. That was quite a fun game. And it's interesting that you play it. Wix, tell me about Power World. How much time have you put into it in total? Why do you still play it? What is there to do? What is on this roadmap that you mentioned? What's coming to Power World? When's the correct point in time to jump on for the complete Power World experience? Evening, Dave Mac. How's it going? It's still early. You've got ages till bedtime. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I've gone tired. Still leveling up, so you haven't done much exploring yet, but no, our mega bases are like right at the start. Or I think it gives you a choice of where you start now, doesn't it? So you've probably started somewhere similar, but the default starting point when the first version of the game came out, where the tutorial takes you, I say mega bases, these are quite pathetic little structures really. They're all quite near the start of that. And there's a couple of sets of bases there. Have I played the Terraria update for Power World? I haven't. I haven't played much Power World really. My wife played quite a bit of it. Me not so much. Where is the next video of the 3? Dave Mac, I've been paused today. I was playing... to be honest, I had something of a internal implosion and stopped doing anything altogether and started looking for a job again. It's like the turmoil of it all has thrown a little spanner into the content creation. I will still do it. My chat just dropped out for a second, but my camera stayed. Is NVIDIA. And it might just be the case that I haven't updated it for a long time and that'll sort the shit out. I'll do it right now, but it'll obviously cancel things. So my plan now is a little bit different in terms of content strategy. Now I'm still going to Replicant. I need to find like a correct balance, and I've only started to look for things today, so it will take a little while anyway. But at the very least, even if I get like a nasty full-time 9 till 6 bastard job, I'd still be able to do like this and the podcast and the what the fuck video and some streams. Really, I don't know, I might end up finding something that gives me some time to carry on with other kinds of content. It's like I said at the start of August, I run it and see how it goes and see if I can make it sustainable. It is a very long way away from sustainable at the moment. Like the YouTube channel and stuff doesn't cover the Discord server, let alone my connection and other things, let alone letting me buy Borderlands 4 and stuff like that. So I need to change some things. But it's not my intention to like stop with content either. So yeah, I'll carry on as best I can. Keep trying to do everything all at once. YouTube filter suck, by the way. What's it stopped you doing, Dave? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? It's got to be the right balance for me. Yeah, like I've been enjoying the videos as well, making them and getting back into it and doing silly editing. The video that I did at the weekend, I didn't have that much of the visual humor because I didn't have time, but I liked putting Mario in the Sonic karting game. I don't know if anyone caught that. It was very brief. I'm going to find it so I can show you. And I liked labeling Marcos Phoenix and all of that kind of nonsense. That's fun to me. So I want to make sure that I can keep doing that kind of thing. I want to make sure that I can keep doing the podcast. I like doing game streams, so I want to keep doing those. I won't be able to do them until like 3 in the morning though, if I start doing other works. I like doing split streams. I want to keep doing that stuff. I like doing my martial arts, so I need to keep doing that stuff too. But I do need to kind of make it. I don't need to make a lot of money, and I'm not money driven, never have been. But I can't be running at like a massive loss and deficit the whole time. So just need to find the balance on that, really. Do I seem stretched? Yeah, I think I look it. I think it might just be because I'm twiddled. I think if I de-angle, it shouldn't be. Because I reset it once already. I'm going to do it again just for you, Dave. You ready? Reset. Bring it down. Scale it up. No, I think I'm just a weird shape today. Have I been losing focus on my streaming service for the channel? I don't stream on this channel, Alex. I stream on my other channel. Right, I do. Painful Discourse, that is a very good point. Silksong is going to Game Pass. I hadn't really thought about that when I'm dismissive of it. It will be right there and easy to play, so I could play it even though I'm not a massive fan. And yes, Chronic, that is true as well. The type of content that is worth being on stream for, I've probably not entirely nailed. I missed your member chat. You did a member chat? That didn't come up. Pete's done a super chat. Throw this $5 in the money pit. Thank you, Pete. Thank you very much. I will throw it in the money pit. Absolutely. It's a big pit. Let me find what I've missed, because obviously I didn't intend to miss anything. It says, member for 26 months, drove for an hour in some rain with the petrol cap off. That's alright, petrol caps are protected from water, right? Where's Craig? Someone get Craig in to answer the question. Craig would know. I imagine that they've got very sophisticated anti-rain mechanics, even if you've got the cap off. Just realised you were 10 minutes behind. You were wondering why I was ignoring you. Dave Mackay, I would never. You must have realised if I'm ignoring you, then you've got time-space continuum issues. Definitely. Where are we? What have we done? So I've talked about some Sonic stuff, which I can't see myself buying for 65 quid, even with the VR. If the VR had worked seamlessly, I would have got it, by the way. Because it was brilliant for like 30 seconds before Steam VR crashed and took it all away from me. It had a rainy level, did it? Isla, I never ignore anybody. Please, no slander. Your name in grey looks so annoying. Oh, James, don't worry. Don't worry. For me, it comes up purple. Don't know why, it just does. Stephen Southwick, there have been people that enjoy Final Fantasy 15 speaking recently. Isn't that wild? You were driving faster than the speed of rain. Like, the lateral speed of rain isn't necessarily that high, right? If you just mean faster than, like, gravity pulls the stuff down, then again, yeah, probably, I believe it. Yeah, we had Johnny on the podcast on Saturday. Likes his Final Fantasy games, but included 15 as one that he enjoys. He liked the boy band thing. So, you would have had a great time if you were there. Does Heavy Rain have any rain? As in, the game Heavy Rain actually definitely has got lots of rain, yeah. I don't think it's a brilliant game. Like, the rain doesn't rescue the kind of terrible writing that it has, but it definitely does have a lot of rain. Titular rain. Yeah, I kind of want to spoil it. Like, to criticize the game involves spoiling the game, so I will not. I'll just leave it at that. You had your hazards on in London for ages. Damn straight, you are a hazard, James. I've heard it, you've heard it. We all know it to be true. You're already having a bad day tomorrow and it's still today. Oh, that sucks. I understand. Does that mean that today's not bad, though? If you're already feeling the bad day tomorrow. You always wondered, and it saves you playing a game that you don't want to play just to check for the rain. Yeah, it definitely has it. It's but if you like that kind of game, if you like Detroit and what else has he done? Beyond Two Souls or whatever, then it is kind of worth it, but unforgivably hackneyed plot. So, no, don't touch it. Why am I stretched to do it? I'm not stretched. This is my shape. Come on. I've reset it and checked it. It's real. This is just what I look like. I was like stretched every other time that you've seen me. I am wonky. A couple of weeks ago you drove home from London with no headlights on because you were driving your mum's stupid car. Yes, it's the car's fault. So, what else have we got? That was Sonic, and Helldivers, and the other thing that I've played. And, oh, I played Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 yesterday. With Tony telling me that it was about to get terrible any second now. It's just about to get terrible. I'm right at the point where he decided he hates the game. I don't hate the game yet. But I didn't enjoy the campsite companion chats. Those sucked. I'm playing Cloudpunk. Gives you Nomad Souls vibes in a way that you can't explain. They're completely different games. I wish I played either one of them to know what you're talking about. Tony talking nonsense never happens, Replicant. Occasionally it happens. Never happens. What, Isla, why are you saying you're mad in Discord? I can't respond to that right now. I even did read it, didn't I? Oh, asking Craig for help. I see. Anyway. The Nomad Soul games on Dreamcast. David Bowie, Etic. Blah, 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 blah. Etic. I wish I knew more about this, but I don't. Hello. So, what else have we got? You loved the companionship. Did you really? I got really disproportionately upset when it gave me that dark or personal choice. You know, like it said, do you want to tell like a dark story or a personal story? And I made my choice, and the conversation carried on. Very, very clearly, very, very apparently ignoring my choice. Like the dialogue was made to fit both in a way that was really clear that it was made to fit both, because it directly quoted both dark and personal, as if I had said either one of them. And I was like, well, I feel betrayed. You presented me an option and I didn't really have any option at all. And that made me sad. But if it's narrative driven, then I need real choices or no choices. Don't give me pretend choices. I'm like 10 to 15% stretched. I believe it as well. Let me move this over. Let me see what's going on. That's definitely wrong, right? Why is it like that? If I move it over here, oh, it won't even unstretch. That's the wrong shape. I wonder. Let me try again. Wait. Now I'm probably unstretched, but it's doing some artificial stretching now. But that's my human shape. Like, that's what I really am. It should be unstretched now. Very strange. It's definitely not an RPG, so choices are a bit odd. You just want to make them feel involved. Yeah, like, involved, but it's a trick. It's alright though. It's also, because the way it like consolidates all of the character driven bits into that area, like the camp where you have to go and talk to them. I don't know, I must have been there for like 30-40 minutes, right, doing conversations. And it's not that I'm massively into the combat in that game and desperately need to get back to it or anything like that. It's not that I need it to move at that pace, but it's very much stuff's happening, you're on an adventure, and then you stop for fucking ages talking to everybody in a weirdly gamified way, because you have your little conversation and then you talk to them again and you go through the same bit of speech just to unlock the option to carry on the conversation that you were just having, and it was just a pacing break in a way that I didn't like. And that's not to say that I hate the game though, because I am enjoying the game. It's definitely not to say that I'm good at the game, because I'm definitely not good at the game, but I am enjoying it. Am I saving up for Borderlands 4? Saving up what? I don't have an income, Alex. I'm hoping to get Borderlands 4 when I can. 4, and I was thinking, so I did have it lined up as a game to play with Amin on the Thursdays for our split stream, and it still can be. But then Johnny also suggested it might work as a community game as well. It's quite easy for like drop in, drop out kind of co-op, and it's presumably 4-player like the other ones were. So I'm not sure what the best use of the game is. People repeat themselves in real life, not in that way, not in like a structured conversational way where I have to start skipping it because I've seen it before. Expedition 33, you hate the gameplay. Such a nice looking game. But why do you hate the gameplay, Chronic? I know that you do, but I still don't know what your big objection to it is. Your 4K Spidey senses tingling. Wait a minute, no, Chronic in 4K. Okay. I don't know why Chronic, but I think because your name has spaces in it. No, other people's names have spaces in it. When people tag you, it tags Chronic and then follows it with in 4K on the view that I have of chat. It doesn't tag your name properly. I see it's doing the same thing for Pete, actually. It's tagging it as @Pete for me. Yeah, my my Streambot chat doesn't like spaces in names. You've all been warned. You haven't been warned, it's fine. Your mum called you and sent you 56 minutes back in time. That's... Can you ask your mum to call me? Like a few hundred times. Because that's a useful power. And I've got some stuff to redo. Multiple sessions that you ended at the camp and did what I did just so you didn't have to start them next time. Yeah, that was the feeling that I had. Like I have to get through these so that I don't have to get through them at the start of the... I'd set it to auto progress the conversations, and it does that relatively fluidly. If you can be bothered to actually listen to what they have to say and listen to the delivery of it, it does cycle through it properly, which I mentioned specifically because Sandland does not. Voice dropped again. Oh no. On Sandland, you have the option to auto progress the conversations, but the way that it does it is it will read their line, like it will vocalize their line as well as have the text, and then it will pause for like 10 seconds or something before it auto progresses to the next one. And it gives you this awkward moment of like, fuck's sake, move on, move the conversation on. And you can choose to skip it still, but there's always that chance that when you choose to skip it, you'll just hit the moment that it's cycled onto the next one and you'll skip a whole line of conversation. That's quite irritating too. Karaoke time. Not from me. You're right, I mean, look, let's see actually. Let's see how noisy it is. For science, because I actually don't know how bad this is. I haven't used the microphone like this for literally years. It should be this one. Okay. Is it annoying? Can you hear like the fans and background stuff? Because now this is my unfiltered, real human voice. Sound gone. You don't hear anything. What? I'm very confused. You can hear my voice still. Nothing has changed. It sounds fine. That's interesting because that means you can have my singing voice. I am human now. You get more tones. But it's the stuff that NVIDIA was previously stripping out as robot is now there. Replicant put his speakers on mute and started complaining. You don't hear the background noise. That's interesting. It's going to take further testing and science because I'm not running any games right now, so my fans are not at their loudest. I'm not ramping up the PC, but when I am playing games and stuff and the fans are at their loudest, there will obviously presumably be more background noise as well, so it might not matter. I might be able to. I'm not in karaoke mode right now, but over time you'll hear some things you didn't hear before. Is the background a means basement? It could be similar. He doesn't keep the fires burning like that, I don't think. Similar floor though, yes. Can you get a you can get a Barbie girl if you want. Read Isla. I sound the same. Thanks. I read it. I read everything. So, what else are we talking about? I haven't got to any actual topics. Are there any actual topics? Has anything happened in gaming land this week? You definitely have permission, Tom. Yes, have it. Oh, and chair squeaks and keyboard noises. That's the other thing that NVIDIA is good for. And if I'm like clicking or if I like fart at the microphone or something. You played Minecraft. Full drop soon. Excuse me. What is this for that you speak of? Come on now. There is nothing American about you. There is not a full drop soon. Do I have new powers yet? Or do you have new powers yet? Because I said that you'd be able to mute people or kick people or like something in Discord. I was on the brink, Dave, of pressing the button. I right-clicked your name. I was like, let's have a look at these roles. And then you told me that was a stupid idea and I was going to regret it. And I thought, you know what? Dave is a wise man. I should take his word for it. Not make these moves and not regret it. You think you hear my feet dancing? You can't hear my feet dancing. This is my hands. My feet are still right now. Oh, actually, I have quite a, like noisy guts sometimes. So you might get that through the microphone. It's being relatively quiet right now, but that'll be fun. Everyone deserves to hear that. My family sword fighting. I don't think you can hear my family sword fighting. They're quite idle. Usually. No one is talking about how great Shinobi is. That's not true, FTW. You regularly talk about how great Shinobi is, and Replicant has bought it on your recommendation, so may soon be talking about how great it is. And I might get it soon. You sold me on it, FTW. I quite want to play it now. Does my chair squeak? That's the other thing that Nvidia does. I think I'll go back to using it at some point. I just need to update it and make sure it's not freezing and buggering everything up. Awesome. It really is great. I believe you. But if you're wrong... Well, shit, Luke agrees too, but... That's good. Luke does like most games, though. Apart from Resident Evil 6 and Halo 5. What other games don't you like, Luke? That's what I want to know. So, there is no news this week. There can't be no news this week. How would I possibly end up doing a video if there's no news? There will be some. Let's have a little look at this as it's flashing up on my screen right now. Oh, it's a game called Metal Eden. This week you've been watching mostly Chronic. You've been watching Chronic. Where have you been watching Chronic? Who are you secretly in the Discord server? I know Chronic streams on Discord. I should spray my whole chair with handy foam. That should stop this. With handy foam. Handy foam. Handy foam. I need to just get a new chair, Dave. This chair is horrible. I've been sitting in it for only a short time today and my ass hurts. Tomorrow, 007 PlayStation Showcase. Yes, it is. Half an hour of having a look at the next James Bond game from IOI. I mean, Tom, I don't know what to make of a whole chair that sounds ... Not sure what is in your mind. Not sure I want to know what is in your mind. I really do want to know what is in your mind. What is this whole chair that you speak of? No, I don't want to know. I don't. Look, you're going to give Fallout 5 a try when it launches, but you can't get into them at all. Okay, so Fallout was your answer for a game you don't like, along with Resident Evil 6, Halo 5. What about Wasteland? Did you ever try that? If you don't like Fallout, maybe you don't like post-apocalypse in general. Well, I guess you could say things like Last of Us count as post-apocalypse as well. Post-apocalyptic desert, though. That's Wasteland and Fallout. Yeah, you do like that one, alright. Interesting. Expanding foam to stop my chair from squeaking. Don't know about that. Unconventional methods perhaps are the best ones. Yeah, I never really got into Fallout. I hear the VR mods have come a long way for Fallout 4, so maybe I should give that a go. Maybe that will sway my opinion on it. The trailer that's playing right now is Metal Eden, but this is space rockets and FMV, so it means nothing right now. See what the game is all about, though. I've heard a meme saying that it's quite fun to play. Various people have played the demo on Steam. Part Doom, part Titanfall. Little bit of a Returnal aesthetic going on. But is it good? I don't know. You're going to cry for 50 minutes and then sleep. Why don't you not cry? Is that an option? Or is that not an option? Why 50 minutes? What happens at 10 o'clock? Well, sleep from the sounds of things, but you can sleep sooner and get around the crying. You've heard that Wasteland 3 is supposed to be good, but the gameplay style puts you off. Wasteland 3 is good. I played it. I actually played that with Isla for most of it. I don't think we finished it. We played it in co-op. Streamed it all, obviously, because I streamed lots of stuff back then. And it was good but buggy. The co-op caused much breakages. Many fails. I'm assuming that the game is reasonably robust and reliable if you play it single player, but you can do the entirety of it in co-op. And I think all of the problems that we had were kind of like directly spawned from the fact that we were doing weird things as a pair rather than one person controlling both characters, you know, or all 4 characters or whatever. You only single played it so it was stable. Yeah, we'd have weird things where we'd get to the end of a battle and it would remain stuck in combat mode with us being hostile to each other but unable to target each other and no way to break out of it. Stuff like that can only really happen because of co-op. Or I think when we finally gave up on it, my character had glitched through a building and had no way of glitching back out of that building, and it just kind of broke the level that we were on. It wasn't your cat, it was my cat. And actually, you handled it very well. Even easy mode, it probably has, I think it has difficulty modes, but why are you not good at tactical turn-based games? What goes wrong? Are you too rambunctious? Are you too confident? Do you run out into the open and get splattered? We did lose Princess's body, yes, we did. Never to be revived again. I thought it gave it back in like a bag or something. Do I still have the clip of this floating? Probably. It's probably still on Twitch. I haven't been around deleting them. So don't watch it, you'll upset yourself. How are you finding Delta? What's Delta? Delta Force. I don't know anything about it. It's free to play something or other. What was that man? What was that man? Sergeant Fisting. I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a long time since we played it. But yeah, there was something like that. There was something like that. Oh, I miss streaming. So. Pew Pew game. Yawns. What, the Delta Force one? Yeah. You just overlevel yourself and brute force them. I don't understand. I've always been fine on tactics games. And if I'm fine on tactics games, then everybody must be fine on them. That's my theory, anyway. You dropped your phone in soup. You shouldn't be allowed one of those things. I don't know if you shouldn't be allowed a phone or if you shouldn't be allowed soup. Both things seem important to have. No, that was when we were streaming. Okay, I remember it happening. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Are you remembering these things, or are you going back watching the clips at the moment? Because these were all clipped moments from it, I remember. Vaguely. Anyway, I ran out of things. I'm sure I've not covered a single topic. Let's do the social media thing. We didn't do that last week, and I don't think we did it the week before. And it's probably a terrible idea. But let's have a look at social medias. You ready? You ready? You ready? Why am I doing this? Dave Matt, do I think you should play the first Hollow Knight before you play the second? No. No, I don't. I don't know anything about the games, but I don't imagine it's a heavy story or important continuity between them, so no. Do what you want. Something's mad. Oh, Delta is in Metal Gear Solid, not Delta Force. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater. That's what you're playing. Madness. I think 60's fine for that game, but yeah. And meh for the HDR, but you're enjoying it because stealth is your thing. Say no more. Say no more. Anyway, let's look at this. First thing on there, Xbox has a podcast. No, thank you. Here's an advert for some furniture. Bandai Namco are advertising Little Nightmares 3, presumably, but that's not what it said. Donkey Kong Bonanza isn't too easy. It's just well designed. What? Shut up. Jeff Grubb is fucking hilarious. Retweeted by Jeff Grubb. It's true, he's a funny fella. Enjoy some Jeff Grubb content. Right, kind of funny. Why is that there? Paff. Don't know what's happening. What is Twitter? It's such a mess of adverts and bullshit. Shinobi Art of Vengeance bug is punishing Metroidvania veterans. Okay. PC is inevitable. Replicant. Replicant, stop your console warring. Come on now. I know what you're doing. I see it. You think a lot of people have been jumping into Silksong to get back into the groove before the new one. No, Silksong is the new one. A lot of people have been jumping back into the first game to get into the second one. This is true. Johnny is one of them. Wait, let's put a clip up. I can't get to it. Wait there, everybody. I want to find this clip. I want to find this clip. Twitch. Open. If I put volume on, I don't think you're going to get it.
Wait, I need to
Okay, ready? From the start. Do you have volume? You do.
It went kind of like this. Ah, splat.
Wait, I need to watch that.
It wasn't accurate. I was sitting in my chair.
I didn't splat forward though. I splatted like sideways because I hit my elbow, my hip, and my knee, and my ankle folded the wrong way. There was a bee on the ground because it's quite hot, like not hot, but like hot for here. And sometimes the bees just take a nap on the ground, and I worry about them. So I saw it, and then I tried to sort of stop, turn around, and see if it was okay. But for some reason my feet stopped, my ankle folded, and my body kept going, so I just like twisted my ankle and splatted on the floor. And then I crawled back to the bee and I was like, "Are you okay?" I blew on it until it got up and flew away.
And then ran another 12 kilometers.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, I remember this. What? I have no comment though, that's fine. Twitch clips are kind of a useful thing. I haven't had any for many years. But anyway, back to the social medias. So, Final Fantasy Tactics Remake could lead to new content. Why is there so much GameSpot? Wait a minute, I know what to do. GameSpot. Unfollow. Job's done. Right. Replicant is looking forward to some kind of music. Xbox are doing Xbox things. Replicant is angry. So this is Bloomberg. Crystal Dynamics was close to moving Perfect Dark to Take Two. Wait. Was close to moving Perfect Dark to Take Two, but negotiations fell apart, resulting in a fully abandoning of the game and left. So Crystal Dynamics were going to take Perfect Dark, even though Microsoft owned the IP. They were going to get a hold of it, move development over, and try and get Take Two to publish it for them. Then the negotiations fell apart. And then Crystal Dynamics had to get rid of loads of people in the team. That's a curious situation. That is a curious situation. Presumably, that means the game was good enough for Take-Two to be interested in publishing it, and Microsoft still had their hard line, we have to cut things. What a shit show. So yeah, you're right, Replicant, you can be angry, that's fine. Can I do a stream reacting to Twitch clips? No. Because I don't do reaction content, and you know I don't do reaction content, so that can't happen. Dragon Quest, from OG to HD 2D, sharp Square Enix, that's not a legitimate genre or subgenre or art style. It is not a thing. It can be high definition, it can be two-dimensional, it can be both, but it can't be HD 2D when you're talking about this weird isometric 3D thing that you do. Not having it, will never accept it. Okay, Bethesda Game Studios are doing a thing with Fallout 76. Epic have lots of colours and stuff you can buy. GameSpot are still going. That's Call of Duty. It's a guy with a snake. Fuck off, Call of Duty. Some stuff about Helldivers. There's no way. Oh no, getting into flags. Right, that's enough of Twitter. Glad everyone enjoyed that. Wasn't that a fun little run through social media? I could raise my eyebrows when I react. I could raise my eyebrows, or at least try and do one of them. I can do like stupid faces. I can fall off my chair. I can scream at things. I can get exasperated. Except I can't, because I am not a bell end. Sorry, reaction streamers. But things aren't that interesting, and I don't want to pretend when they are or aren't, you know? So, where is my next video? Where do videos come from, Dave? Have you ever been told? Has anyone been through the process with you? Will the channel get in trouble if you piss yourself laughing? I don't understand. You're offended? Why are you offended? Don't be offended. Oh, can you do a stream reacting to them? Yeah, absolutely you can. I thought you meant can I do a stream reacting to them? You can, that's fine. Just not with me involved. Now we're on the same page. And now you don't need to be offended. Yes, you can piss yourself laughing. That'll be fine. Everyone is on board with that. It comes out the television box. Well then, Dave Mack, I am sitting in front of the television box waiting for my next video content to come out of it, and it hasn't yet. Evening, Johnny. Did you win your League of Legends game? Did you outmaneuver, outplay that weird little whatever the fucking thing was that was opposite you? You did. Good. Good, I'm happy. Would you have enjoyed it all the same if you lost? Then you did some Space Marine 2. You did one of the, can't even remember what the mode is called that we talked about. The non-campaign co-op content. Oh, I'm sad that I missed that. Because I want to see what that's all about. Review the first 12 hours of Sandland. No, it's not a review unless I finish the game. So I have to finish Sandland to do that. Operations, yeah, that makes sense as a name. That sounds like the same name that's been used for that kind of content in something else, like Halo had Operations or something like that, or Call of Duty, or I don't know, one of them. I could try and finish Sandland and then review it, but I've still got like some ways to go, I think, and I'm not sure I can be asked. Non-review content, like previews and shorter things, would be easier to spit out faster, so I might consider something like that. What's the next game that I'm getting, and why is it Borderlands 4? Well, Johnny. Well, Johnny. What date does Borderlands 4 come out? I know it's September. I think it's in the earlier part of September because they moved it forwards a week or two at some point, didn't they? So I guess it's quite soon, but bollocks, yeah, it's difficult. Everybody's Golf. That'll be it. That's my next game. Do you know why I said that? Because it's on the screen in front of me right now. Because I've still got Twitter open. It says out now. Metal Legion. Hirogami. Hell is Us. I haven't watched Karak's review of that yet, but I've heard most people seem to like it. Hollow Knight. I'm going to get that next because it's coming to Game Pass. That counts. I have Game Pass. Oh, Chronos is out too. An NBA game. Okay, September 12th is Borderlands 4. September 15th. Lego. Just Lego, all of the Lego. Frostpunk 2, okay. This is quite a handy list. It's only the PlayStation side of things, but my main game is Final Fantasy Tactics. I can't wait for that. So if there's any saving to be done. Oh, I've got to get Borderlands 4 though, haven't I? I don't know. This is difficult, Johnny. You've asked me a difficult question. Why are you number 2? You will fight number 1. Who is number 1? I'm curious to see this fight. Wait, I've missed something. About how Tony first tried. What? Okay, review 12 minutes, get mad, make love, take the lemons back. I'm never gonna download 12 minutes again. Even for that purpose of doing an angry review. Plus, it's probably not on Game Pass anymore, so I'd have to actually buy 12 minutes just to do that. I'm loath to even remember that that game exists. So, thanks for turning things dark and upsetting. That's enough of Twitter. It was before the start was enough of Twitter. Right, here we go. Here's Blue Sky. Oh, isn't it wholesome? It's some VR game about something. And oh, it's me. And there's a mountain. And a Final Fantasy 14 patch just for James. There's... Maybe that's ice, maybe that's blue rocks, I don't know what it was, but it's there. Final Fantasy Tactics, yes, good. Giant Bomb doing things, okay, that's fine. Stuff, I don't know what's happening. Didn't we have a joyous time checking out social media? That is as much social media as anybody should check out for the entirety of the week. I don't recommend anyone goes back to look for more. That's your recommended weekly allowance. Consumed. Pete, you're number 6. Where are you seeing this? on YouTube directly, I guess. Pixel Slapper, you found a glitch on 12 minutes. First minute you downloaded it, YouTube. You downloaded it to YouTube, instantly deleted. Yeah, wait, you found a glitch on 12 minutes. First minute you downloaded it to YouTube, instantly deleted it. Yeah, Game Pass. What was the glitch that you found? The game's awful. Wait, game's awful. Don't give up. Don't super chat, Isla. Come on. You're in trouble for that one. You pay me in thumbnails, which is more than you need to do. It says number 1 next to Pete's name. Whoa, that's nice. Wix, you've got 42 days, 9 hours and 3 minutes in Power World. What have you built? And why would you... Like, I'm glad you started again on our server so we can come and see what you've built, but what does 42 days in Power World look like? You must have like an immense sky fortress by now. Just flying over the world. Laser in the pals below. Or something like that. Who is this Johnny guy? Is he the guy that plays them terrible Final Fantasy games? He did play Final Fantasy 15, he confessed to it. But he's also played a lot of the good Final Fantasy games, Dave Mack, so don't you worry. And a lot of League of Legends, so do worry. Do worry for him. Did that help? Yes, Primero. Oh, I see. You're doing it to get your rank. Okay. Videos on your channel somewhere. Okay, Pixel Slapper. Cool. We'll find it. We'll find it. Yeah, 12 minutes is the only game my list has disliked. I can normally find some redeeming features in a game, but not in 12 minutes. I was so angry at that game. Everything about it. Anyway. No such thing as Asa. Could be right, Dave Mack. Read your chat properly. I mean, I guess I'm obligated to do that. It says, don't give up. I believe in you. And then a picture of a bee. Because you have absolute faith in the bee that you spared in that video clip. Fair. I hope it's doing well. I hope it's doing well. Anyway, where are we now? What's the time? 12:26. Clocks are difficult. Who invented them and put the numbers in weird orders? You can hear that too, right? Because it's not filtered out because I've not got my broadcast running. God, I'm going to have to fidget less if I do that. Anyway, so we've done that. We've had a look at things. There's lots of games coming out. PlayStation Plus was boring this month, wasn't it? I can't remember what's on it, but I remember being underwhelmed, at least by the base offering, the Essentials one. It was like Psychonauts 2 or something, which is a good game, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't count for a premium offering or whatever. What else was on it? I don't know. Dragon Age Inquisition? No. Dragon Age Veilguard came to Game Pass a couple of days ago. That's a thing worth playing, but I haven't got time because I want to play Avowed first. Speedrunning non-topics here. Someone give me something. I'm floundering. I don't know where I am. We're going to have to go into the questions because I'm floundering. So, we'll do that. We'll do that. Isla, could you put the first question up, please? And thank you. If you're still there. And not too angry. YouTube sucks. Hit the like button. Sure. You're stuck to the floor. We are all stuck to the floor in some sense or another. Wait. Pete, what box set have you got? I need to scroll up now. Tom. Prisoner reference. Wait a minute. No, I don't see the reference. Don't understand it. I'll take that as part of the conversation that I'm not involved in. Did I stream Lies of P last night? Dave, I'm streaming it today. After this. Well, in about half an hour. Okay. I tried to stream it last night. I set up the YouTube event. Pow, Lies of P, it said. Pow, Soul Crushing Monday, it said. Something about Muppets, it said in the description. And then I went onto Steam and I went, Lies of P, launch. and it said I didn't break anyone's wrists. Like I tried to, but I didn't. It said that the drive that Lies of P is installed to is not installed or not found, so you can't play it. Wanker. And I was surprised that Steam had that particular terminology in it, because I didn't think it was written by the English, but it called me a wanker. So I had to cancel it. I had to play Expedition 33 instead, but I re-downloaded Lies of P. So long as the cloud save functionality of Steam doesn't betray me, then I can carry on Lies of P today. We can have a soul-crushing Tuesday instead. Just the base game, FTW, just working my way slowly through the base game. And I haven't played it for about 3 weeks, so I can't remember where I am right now, but I think it's fairly much just running like straight line forwards and you'll get to the next boss, hopefully. So I will be trying Lies of P today. I will be running forwards and hoping to get to a boss and hoping to defeat that boss and hoping to run forwards further and hoping that Dave Mack is nice to me when I do so. Okay. I mean, don't be morbid. Oh shit, I see, yeah. What will be your last meal? You can get anything from anywhere. The fuck? Are you threatening me? Because I would make you fetch for me pizza with walnuts on it. And it will be my final attempt to rekindle something in you that helps you remember that we're friends. And you go, aha, the good times that we had. Now he's asked for pizza with walnuts on it. Let's not go through with this execution. Then I will have worked my way out of it and I'll get to have many more meals beyond. Checkmate. Kinda. I'm assuming that this is the scenario that's running through in your head at the moment. That I am for some reason on death row at your behest. So yeah, that's the only answer I can give you. Wait a minute, Dave Mack's final choice of meal is a surprise to everybody. Did I just say walnuts? I did just say walnuts. This is a means speciality pizza. I can give you nothing else. I don't know. Replicant, not a question, but fuck Xbox and their short-sighted Perfect Dark decision. So this is a callback to what we were just looking at on Twitter, where Replicant was angry because of a Bloomberg article. And I should caveat and say I've not read the article. I only read the little summary cutaway thing on Twitter that mentioned that Crystal Dynamics had an arrangement with 2K almost in place to take over publishing Perfect Dark, and then it all fell through because Microsoft said no. And it would have been a weird scenario for Microsoft to like fund most of the development, to own the IP, and then go, oh shit, and get somebody else to publish it. Would have been an unusual scenario, but an unusual scenario is better than a cancel everything and cost Crystal Dynamics of all people. Like, what a studio to be sending their talent away like that. Yeah, prick dickheads. That's a shame. Johnny, I have a question for you. If you're still here, which you might not be, which is fair enough, but if you are still here, what are you using on Twitch to post clips automatically into Discord? Because I saw your bot or whatever spam about that functionality into your chat, and I was like, oh, that might encourage people to do some clipping. That's a nice little feature. I should get some of that. Well, actually, I'm lying entirely. I didn't see it at all. I didn't acknowledge it. I didn't read what your bot said because I wasn't... I don't know, my brain just filtered it out, but my wife read it and she was like, oh, that looks like a good idea. You should ask him what it is. So now I'm doing just that. But if you are already gone... it's AWS Lambda, easy to set up. You're going to send me a link. Yes, thank you. That's what I need. That is what I need. Lambda's not... for that. I thought that was just one of their general like cloud buckets. I don't know. Cool, send it to me anyway. That sounds helpful. and I will read it and figure it out, and then maybe my Twitch clips will be fresher than 6 years old or whatever they are at the moment. Wait a minute, Gaming with Passion is live playing Metal Eden. If Doom and Titanfall had a baby, Metal Eden #1, and a massive picture of his face. Coming soon, I'm assuming. I mean, good. That's something people can go and watch. I encourage it. And I'm glad to see you actually doing something back on your channel, because it's been too long, Demon Hunter, too long. Oh shit! I just put in a key for Perfect Dark, pasting it into Steam now. I don't know what that is or what's happening. It says twat face muck shithead. Aww. Someone here is feeling very uncomfortable right now because their complex password has just been cracked and revealed to the internet. But it is not one of mine. Why does it say that? Why are you being so rude to everybody? Don't make lies. Tom, what's happening? It's all gone to shit. Tom has destroyed Dave Mack with the cheesy testes comment. What can you do with that? I can do nothing with that. So let's do the next question. Yeah, good idea. Next question. Chat has turned into an 8th grade classroom. Well, no, Isla, you ruined it. Now I can't read it and participate. I've been excluded from the conversation. Lead speaker's younger than I am. Aww. Okay, FCW. You haven't played Shinobi yet? It is brilliant. Yeah, you're right. I have not played Shinobi yet. I would like to. I believe you that it's brilliant. I'm going to get to it soon. Okay, next question. Oh no. Not oh no. Oh no. Wait, what's that? Pete's taking it to a whole new level. What's he put in there? I don't actually know. I don't actually know. Next question, please. Lee is ancient. Why would you call me ancient? Why is this sudden attack coming from? Like, you're not wrong, but why? The barbed words. Spooky season will be soon. Halloween stuff in stores. What's your favourite horror game? It is Halloween soon, isn't it? I like, what do I like as a horror game? I'm not going to put the Resident Evil series in there. I like the Resident Evil series, but I don't really consider them horror games, despite them being horror games. I have a soft spot for the first Evil Dead game, the PC version of it, that you can play properly without it being like bordered in 23 frames per second or whatever. The PC version of Evil Dead has a cool atmosphere to it. And I like actually the one that's coming out soon, Kronos. Requires you to burn your enemies, and it like immediately makes me think of the first Evil. What did I call it? Fuck! It's not Evil Dead. That's the films with the boomsticks. You know the game. Evil. It's got some dead. It's got some evil. I think I said the correct name of it a minute, but it's completely lost now. Wait. Braid. Why? Why? Evil Within. Is that what I said? Were they the words that I used? That's the game that I'm thinking of. Evil Within is one of my favourite horror games. I played it way late, way after the fact. Streamed it all again because it was when I did the shared skitless thing, so it was one of the first horror games that I went back to. And I enjoyed the whole like romantic B plot that game tells. Really touched me in a way that I didn't expect. I fell right into it. Loved that game. Loved the atmosphere. Loved the having to burn the enemies and the tension of it. even though like it had some jank and things, it wasn't the most polished game in the world. It was very enjoyable as a horror game. So that's probably the first one that comes to head. Evil Within 2, nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good. More polished as a game, but nowhere near as good as the first one. It lost the whole burning the mechanic and took away quite a bit of what I liked about the first one. What other horror games have I even played though? Because I've not done the Silent Hill ones yet really. They're on my list to do soon. I say I've not done Silent Hill. I did play the original Foggy ones. Confirmed I loved being touched. Excuse me. What do you mean, Chronic? I'm on your PC and your phone, and I'm so out of sync that you're watching two shows at the same time. Why am I on both? One is more than enough. More than enough. There's a couple of great co-op horror games like Demonologist. I've never heard of Demonologist. I always imagine that a horror game is inherently less horror when you play it with other people. Unless, see, one of the things, there's like a list of games that I would like to make one day. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get like an opportunity to do it, but one of them is a co-op horror game that really plays on themes of separation. Because I think you could make a fucking awesome game where you're together and you've got that comfort blanket of a friend, and then you're not anymore. Then a door's closed behind you and you're alone, kind of moment. And it would be a really cool game. So I want to make something like that. That's not top of the list of games that I want to make, but it's on there because, ooh, it would be scary. Evil Within locked at 60 frames per second on the PC, yeah. But that's fine. I don't mind 60 frames per second. That's adequate for me for most things. Aside from like first-person shooters, I prefer to have them faster. See, Phasmophobia I've played in VR and it's not scary enough. I wouldn't list that as a top horror game. Partly because once you've died once, you've seen everything there is to see. It has its moments of being scary, and it should be amplified horror because VR is scarier than having a TV screen. But I don't know, that game's always been kind of underwhelming to get in. But Demonologist is one from that ilk. Okay, I understand. I understand. It was locked to 30, you just looked it up. No, it wasn't. Evil Within wasn't locked to 30 on PC. I don't think. Might have been at some point, but I don't think it stayed that way. You can console command to make it 60. No, I think they just changed it at some point. I think when it initially released, it also had the borders as well. I think whatever patch fixed that probably also patched the frame rate. Might be wrong, but I don't remember. I don't remember it being 30. It was quite a long time since I played it though. Oh, I was so young. I think after the recent console price hikes, console players are being turned away. Capcom president apparently blamed PlayStation prices for Monster Hunter not meeting expectations. It's... yeah, like it's not so much that the core audience will be turned away. It's that the traditional market for a console, like it comes out at 400, 500 quid and you get this enthusiast base that builds around it. But you've got like a wider base of people that will buy it as the price comes down. And if the price doesn't come down, then it never meets that wider base of people. So I'm surprised that the PlayStation 5 has sold as much as it has without the price cuts. It used to be, I remember it was Pizza Moore's Dreamcast days where he was saying like the first console to get down to $200 is the one that wins that generation, as it were, in terms of sales, because that's the magic number to like hit mainstream. None of them have got anywhere close to that kind of mainstream price, and I know $200 is different now to how it was then, but the consoles haven't gone down, they've gone up, so they've never got that like meet a new audience impulse buy kind of moment. So yes, it's turning people away in that sense, and yes, it puts Sony and Microsoft and anybody else that wants to release a console in a very difficult position for whatever they want to release next. Because if it still costs them that much to sell a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X, then it can only cost more for whatever's coming next, right? But yeah, tricky, unfortunate, not what anybody wants. But yeah, doesn't directly impact me too badly, I guess. ChatGPT is giving you old news. Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon ChatGPT is putting you news about the game when it launched. I reckon it launched with those problems, FTW. And I reckon it was fixed in a patch. But I'm happy to admit I might be wrong, because I don't remember. You zoned out? Oh, you're back just in time for the next question, please. What's everybody else's favourite horror game, though? Because that's a good question, because whatever your favourites are, I can add to my list to play. Did I do this question? Yes, I did, but you didn't. What's your favourite horror game? And while you think about it, yes, please put the next question up. Oh no. Maybe the new rumoured Steam console with lower specs and price is not a bad move in this market. Yeah. Still don't necessarily see that moving well. Don't know a lot about it yet, but it's not like that household name, that impulse buy, that going to be distributed through Tesco kind of system. Because consoles always had, in terms of the impulse buy thing, they had that being on supermarket shelves, being in town centres kind of thing going for them. And I don't think the Steam console will ever have that, because that's just not how Valve distribute their hardware. So I don't think it'll ever be a big thing in that way. But I don't know what their plans are for it. So everyone store me while you make hot chocolate. Hang about. You've got your phone. Just take it with you. Or can you not do the questions from your phone? Your favourite all-time is Summer, followed closely by Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 2. Original Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 2 though, or do you have time for the remakes? Dead Space is considered a horror game and that's probably your favourite. Minus Quasar so far. That could be a horror game, like going up the stairs with a hot chocolate. Possibly counts as a horror game for you right now, so I'll take that as an answer. The original, but the remakes are both terrific. I really like the remakes of them. Now, I did like the original back in the day, but I'm not sure I would want to go and play it now. Partly because I tried to play that Resident Evil 0, which attempts to, you know, it attempts to be like the old ones, and it was kind of dog shit. Please stop promoting other streamers in capital letters while I'm trying to stream. It's very rude. Jolly if you could do it from your phone. You love the Silent Hill 2 remake. I've heard only good things about the Silent Hill 2 remake. I only played the original one to the point of like meeting Pyramid Head, which is probably near the start of the game. I didn't play it a lot. You're not allowed to play horror games. Who stops you? Who stops you from screaming your head off like a girl? I find most girls have heads like attached, but most. Your partner would stop you from playing horror games. Play them together. It will make you feel so much braver. Isla, you have Pringles socks, Sushi socks, Dragon Ball Z socks, and Garfield socks. I've only got 2 feet, and I'm not wearing any socks right now. So, that's the answer to that question. Do what Luke said, play Silent Hill 2 remake. Yeah, I plan to. I don't have it. I told you. I'm not a lawyer. I can probably pick it up cheap off CD Keys or whatever, which is rebranded to, it's called Loaded now or something like that. Show my feet? No. No. No, they're all kind of gross martial artist feet. They will stay forever secret. I mean, no, that's true. I'm happy to confess that. So, try ones with 3 holes. What, socks? That's definitely too many holes. What socks do I actually have? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any cool socks, really. No, I've got no good socks to speak of. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's a disappointing answer, but... as long as my socks don't match, I'm happy enough. I don't agree with having the same sock on my left foot and my right foot. Don't know why people do that. I don't need a chemical peel. I need the opposite. I need more reinforced iron plates on my feet. Your feet are not like mine. Okay. Okay, that's enough feet. That's enough feet. God, my feet are perfect for kicking people. Stop complaining. You hate wearing socks. Yeah, I don't typically. I hate wearing shoes without socks as well, though, so, you know. Difficult line to walk when you don't know how to wear shoes and socks. You wear 2 pairs of socks at all times, one thin and one thick. Don't be silly. Imagine declaring that and not feeling shame. Tom, that's weird behaviour. And you're kind of up north. Is that true? I'm not sure that is true, actually. Still. Why would you do that? Like, all on your feet and everything. Like, 2 socks on each foot. I don't understand. Oh, it's autumn now, is it? Think you can entice me to play by using the correct names for the seasons? Kick Chronic in the nuts for you? No, he would die. Dave Mack, I'm not out for the killing. It stops chafing. There's a little movement between the 2 layers. You don't get chafing from wearing a single pair of socks, Tom. I don't believe you. Like, I believe you're wearing 2 pairs, but I find it very strange. Very strange. Play at dead of night. No. I can't play that one. Maybe buy larger shoes or smaller shoes. Like, the larger shoes might be the problem. You might be wearing multiple pairs of socks because his shoes are too big. You used to do that when you were working on a long lining boat. Made your feet feel better in your boots. Well, okay. You can't select Pete's question. Oh no. Dave Mack, did I finish Shadow of the Erd Tree? Dave Mack, you know the answer to this because we spoke yesterday. Yeah, I'm scared, Isla. I'm scared that you'll keep on bringing up other streamers and everyone will leave to watch other streamers if I play your popular games. What do you mean chicken feet and coward? What's happening? That's when you started wearing work boots. Okay, so it's socks to fill your work boots. Because you were ashamed of your tiny feet, so you got boots that were too big. And you stuffed them with multiple pairs of socks. No, Dave Mack, I haven't finished Shadow of the Erd Tree. You know this. I was in Discord yesterday while Tony was playing Elden Ring. I explained to people there while you were present that I haven't started Shadow of the Erd Tree. I will go to that when I finish Lies of P. Then you told me that it was too difficult. Then I said, okay, I'm going to play SpongeBob SquarePants something or other instead because it's more my speed. So we'll see how that goes. That's not quite how the conversation went, but that's my memory of it. YouTube filtered Dave's post. It was one of the questions. So what does it do on YouTube then? Is it showing the question but like blanking out the words? You have no memory of this conversation. Part of it was made up, so you shouldn't have a memory of the whole thing, but part of it was real. Pete's question, I can see. I'm going to select it. Oh no. I actually can't. Pete, your question doesn't show up for me as well. Like, I'm not allowed to select it, I think, because it's not actually words. It says... I can only see the first line of it. I can see the Asa, the 454. Asa in food... I don't know. Footus Asa in foot. I don't know what that says, Pete. You've defeated me with this riddle of numbers. I can believe that it might be rude underneath, but I can't get to see what it is. That's strange, actually, that it almost lets me. It's like if there was another question. Oh, now there is. Because Pete's put another question underneath, I can now see. Asa, in future, can we have all the questions written in Leet? Pete, you cannot. In fact, I might implement a rule that says I will address anything and everything in the questions box so long as it's not written in Leet speak. That's the compromise, and you'll note that it's not a compromise at all. It's the opposite. Dave Mack's going to sleep. Good night, Dave. Yes, I'll get to Erdtree when I can. Oh, and then Pete's written it again in actual characters, and the answer is still no. But thank you, Pete, for sending. Why do I hate fun? Makes me feel good. Hate is fun. That's the paradox here. How can you hate fun when one is the other? In fact, hate is more fun than fun. So by hating fun, I get like a perpetual source of hate and fun. It's a winning scenario. What do I mean? We're all having fun. Exactly, Wixby, because there's so much of it. So much of it to be had. But that was the last question. And it's 4 minutes until Isla finishes crying and goes to sleep. So actually it's rounded up at about the right time in that sense as well. Good job, me. Good job. I am going to sulk about the things that were said about my feet. And then I'll come back in a bit and do some lies of P. But I'll probably be like 20-25 minutes and then I'll do it. Johnny, am I a coffee enjoyer? I am a coffee enjoyer. I've got a nice coffee machine. It makes good coffee. So, wait a minute. You need to cry more now. There's not more to cry about. You've had 50 minutes of crying. That's ample. Did you get your hot chocolate and get up the stairs again? I'll probably get a nice bedtime coffee in a minute as well, Johnny. Get a coffee for my lies of P. Perfect timing, just turning the shower on. May take a while to get all the socks off too. Take it easy. Yeah, no worries, Tom. I will catch you later. Demon needs to sort out his bot. You can't see Johnny's post. Johnny's post is on YouTube. You should be able to see it. Unless I'm missing something. I ignored your plea. I didn't ignore your plea. I thought I've caught pretty much everything. Whatever your plea was, yes. Anyway, that's the end, because otherwise I won't get onto Liza P. So, thank you everyone for coming and listening to this nonsense. It was complete nonsense, but that's the way this show goes. So, you all insisted that I do it, so nonsense is what you get. What coffee machine do I have? Oh, I can't remember. It's a nice one. I think it's a Philips something, and it makes coffee, but it's good. I will look at it in a minute and I'll let you know. Great show. I don't know about that, but thanks FTW. You can now sheesh not on. Wait. Oh, I can see it now. Sheesh not on for form tonight. What does it mean, Chronic? Oh, I can see it now. She's not on form. Oh, you can see Johnny's comment. Right. Okay, sorry. I got completely lost. I'm clearly not on form tonight either. I'm going to end the rebooting. I'm going to end the stream now. I'll be back in a little bit for Lies of P. Thanks, everyone. It'll be on the other channel, on the Asa Games channel, where I do my game stuff. So I'll see you there. Bye. Bye.